Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game So today I got a fun and exciting episode for you guys this afternoon because we're playing the recently released demo of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And what I say, I went into this expecting a ton of fun and was met with something even better than even I expected. I 100% mean it. This is obviously just a demo, but if the final game is anywhere near the quality of these levels that you're seeing here, we are in for one of the best 2D hack and slash games that we have seen in the last decade. Before we get too far involved though, do me a huge favor down below, hit like and subscribe and ring that notification bell, definitely helps us out. If you feel so inclined and want to support the channel, we got a Patreon link down below as well. But honestly, if you know me and you know the channel, you know I love a good 2D game, especially one in a modern era. And this game looks absolutely lush and stunning. This is everything you want out of a 2D hack and slash. The pixel art, all of the music, the level theming, all of the enemies just look lovingly designed to the point in time where you feel like this really might be the height of what you're going to see out of 2D in 2025. But obviously the most lush 2D visuals are going to be meaningless if the gameplay doesn't match, and even though we're going to get into each of the game's components later on in the video more in depth, I will say right now the platforming, the combat, everything else in Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a straight up 10 out of 10, at least in the preview. But you will see there absolutely just duffed that last jump because timing in this game is absolutely essential. Some of the harder jumps are going to be a very small frame window for you to actually be able to jump before you fall off the ledge. But that is a lot of fun in the game, just kind of traversing around and seeing how you want to actually navigate and how you want to move. And I will say, as far as the levels here on the demo are offered, they're absolutely lusciously designed. Every level has a completely different vibe. Sometimes you're going to be in the demon realm in the dark. Sometimes you're going to be out in the open in the cityscape. It absolutely mixes everything up, so you really feel like you're seeing something new basically every 3 to 4 minutes. And of course, it is a Ninja Gaiden game, so it's not going to hold your hand in any way, shape, or form. This is absolutely here to test you and try to push you to your limit as far as platforming is concerned, as well as the combat. But every once in a while, you do have to take a little bit of a blind jump, and I feel like I should have landed on that platform there. But of course, this is still a demo, so I'm sure there is a lot of room for improvement as far as cleaning things up. But obviously, Ninja Gaiden is a storied franchise. We have so many games, and we have so many games still coming, but it's one of those things. I really haven't played a bad Ninja Gaiden game. There's definitely some I like more than others, but right now, Ragebound seems to be shaping up to be one of my absolute favorite if the quality of the retail release is as good as what we're seeing here in the demo. And again, the parrying mechanic is going to play such a big component in your actual gameplay. You can parry off basically any enemy's projectiles, you can parry off different items in the world. You just basically have to pay attention and figure out where you can actually jump around, because right there, without the parry, you have to take damage to go through those punji sticks. So definitely keep your eyes open for opportunities in the game world to be able to use that double jump with the sword spin to parry those projectiles, and in some areas it's going to be absolutely essential. Like this little enemy tower right here, you have to wait for them to spawn, and then you have to parry on top of them. This was my first playthrough, so of course I am a little bit rusty because the game is brand new, but once you actually get control of these parries and kind of moving around, it's absolutely going to be something that feels very natural, and even learning these mechanics definitely feels like you're getting good at the game in real time, which is exactly what you want out of a game like this, a fun feedback loop where you feel like you're improving. And as far as the combat is concerned, every single enemy has a different hitbox, has different power. You're going to see in the game world a lot of different power-ups that are going to allow you to just basically cut an enemy in half versus actually having to fight them, and that's going to be a huge mechanic too. And I love that their blood splatters across the wall. Definitely has a very nice vibe as far as the violence and cartoony nature of that is concerned. And that really is the thing about Ragebound so far. In my playthrough of the demo, there really isn't anything I can point to that makes me wonder if this game's going to be good upon release. Just maybe a little tiny bit of hit detection on some of the platforms, but otherwise it is shaping up to be maybe one of the best potential releases of 2025, especially if you like that retro game aesthetic. As we move back a little bit earlier in the demo, as we're going through the ninja village here from the Hayabusa clan, this fire effect in the background, all the parallax scrolling, all of those golden hour cues because of the fire just absolutely look gorgeous. And you will see here all of the standard Ninja Gaiden moveset is here. Being able to run up walls, being able to hang on a surface and even jump through them. Everything is lovingly created in 2D, even though most of the recent Ninja Gaiden games have been 3D. But one of my favorite things is the soundtrack. It is absolutely stellar, so listen, and I'll be right back with a ton more Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Just perfect music for the idea of a Ninja Gaiden game in 2D in my opinion, but leave me a comment down below and you tell me what you think. And I love all of the enemy sprites as well. Some of them are going to be this demon style sprites. Looks like there's a pumpkin head dude just running around throwing hatchets. You're going to see these skulls screaming in, and of course these demons here with these massive shields. And that makes perfect sense because this game was developed by the Game Kitchen, the same makers of Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2. While I definitely enjoyed those games, I am enjoying Ninja Gaiden just a little bit more. Feels like developers really got a hang of doing something in 2D and making it look absolutely gorgeous while at the same time playing incredibly well. You'll see there again, pairing off those ninja throwing stars is going to be the move you want to make, because again, if you don't learn the parry, you're going to just have to take needless damage basically the entirety through the game. Although right there, I could have jumped just a little bit further to the right, and that's the thing about Ragebound. You have to learn the levels, you have to learn every single jump, and of course you are going to die and get set back in the game. There's no such thing as an easy Ninja Gaiden game. Some of them are harder than others, but they all start out hard, and some of them just get brutal from there, so do keep that in mind. And again, you want to save those power-ups so you're able to actually slash through an enemy with one shot. It's going to keep you safer, and you do have a mechanic. If you hold down your blade button, you can charge it without any of those enemy power-ups, but it's just going to take a little bit of life bar off of you. Now as we move into the first boss here, absolutely incredible looking. This demon dragon just flying around this burning castle, it looks absolutely stunning. Now I don't have any confirmation, I haven't found any notes on our previews about how they're actually making the art, so it's possible that this could be 3D to 2D conversion, but I don't see any of the hallmarks of that happening. This just looks like straight out lush 2D animation and 2D sprite work with so many different frames in there. His moving attack, his spinning, even that throwing attack where he just basically claws at the ground, it just looks absolutely incredible. This is the 2D that I absolutely love, and it's the type of thing when I look at gaming and where it is now. Sure, 3D looks great, but you can really get more stylized artwork out of 2D in the right artist's hands, and I definitely feel like Ninja Gaiden is 100% killing the brief when it comes to 2D artwork. And as far as the boss's patterns are concerned, you have to learn them, and if this is just the first boss in the game, I can't even imagine how incredibly difficult later bosses are going to get, because this definitely tested me. It took a few deaths to actually get past it, but it was so worth it. The minute I died, I just wanted to jump right back in and take on the boss again, because it is a learning experience. You need to read the patterns, you need to understand the moveset and movements, so you can basically find a safe space and use those parries to be able to continue the fight. And that really is a great rhythm and cadence for a boss battle. You want to feel like you're a little bit more powerful than the boss, but you can definitely lose if you just screw up and make a few too many wrong inputs, because that's the thing. Your life bar probably has a good 6 hits in it, and after that you're dead and you're going to be set back. And as we move into a different area of the demo, it kind of jumps around. First you start at the intro, then you end up at World 3. So they're definitely just kind of trying to show you some different looks here, but this underground area with these rich green visuals just 100% again does it for me. Although I couldn't figure out, I didn't see that button up top at start. But one more soundtrack sample, because again, I love the music in this game, but come back because I still got more Ninja Gaiden to show you. Music just really is that good, and you'll see here in this area we do have a new power up again. You can basically throw these hatchets out at an arc, kind of like the axes from something like Castlevania, but you're not going to find out how you actually got these powers, at least in the demo. There's some story elements that they are hiding, which makes perfect sense. But the fun part is, as far as the demo is concerned, this one's actually relatively long. You're going to get 30, 40, 50 minutes out of this just to be able to see what's going on in the game and be able to enjoy it. So trust me, you definitely want to check this one out if you're a fan of 2D sprite work, if you're a fan of hack and slash games, or any of those classic Ninja Gaiden games before it went 3D. This is 100% going to be something that you absolutely need to play. And I love these demon area sections as well. You get to change characters and you have a timer basically to move through this area before you actually revert back to your main character. And I can't wait to see how this mechanic is further employed in the actual full release. But this is the type of game I'm 100% buying it the second it comes out. I'm definitely reviewing it on the channel because this just basically ticks every single box I have for a video game game that's made in 2D. The animations, the sprite work, all of the colors and environments are lush, detailed, and look absolutely stunning. As far as the mechanics and gameplay are concerned, they're a straight up 10 out of 10. I love the moveset, I love all of the special weapons and everything else this game is giving us. And as far as just difficult games are concerned in 2D, always something that I want. I want to be tested, I want to really feel like I need to learn the game, master it so I can actually continue to the next level and really have a little bit of a struggle, for lack of a better term. So Ninja Gaiden here is just delivering on all fronts. This is one of the best games I've played in 2025 so far, and it isn't even a finished game yet, it is still a demo. But if you played this one, leave me your thoughts down below. I would be curious to hear what you guys think. And if you haven't played it, the demo is up on Steam, takes about 10 seconds to download, and trust me, you're going to get an hour's worth of solid fun out of this one. But this feels like a special game, and I can't wait to see it completed and review it on the channel. We're done, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.